Are you serious, guys? Are you serious? Are you serious? We got people missing. We got people missing, and nobody's bringing it up. But I'm going to bring it up right now. First, let me put a shout out right now, if I could, for www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. The rules of money have been rewritten right in front of our eyes. Okay, the institutions that control the financial system aren't waiting. They're not warning. They're not wishing. They're acting. Okay. They're buying gold and silver at unprecedented pace, and they're preparing for something. The question is, are you? For nearly a decade, Noble Gold Investment has helped thousands of people protect their wealth with physical gold and silver. And as the world shifts to these hard assets, the window to act is closing. Matter of fact, if you'll just let Noble Gold show you just how simple it is to protect yourself and your family by rolling over a 401k, or maybe you're a gold into a gold or silver IRA, okay? Gold, a biblical currency, has been around a long time, and it's stood the test of time. Now, what I would like for you to do is click on the link below the video, go to www.pastorpaulgold.com, or call them on the phone at 877-646-5347. Find out how you can protect your retirement funds and your family today. You'll be glad that you did. Well, alien disclosure webinar. Guys, we're just 5 hours away. Do you have your ticket? I'm asking you right now. The webinar begins at 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be releasing those links exactly at 6 p.m. Eastern. You got to get a ticket. You can get a ticket right now. You can pick up the phone and call right now. 765 414 2230. That's 765-414-2230. You can order your ticket over the phone, or you can go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. L.A. Marzulli, Stan Deyo, Mike from Around the World, Stephen Bassett, Laura Eisenhower, Samuel Chung, Luis Elizondo, Bart Begley's documentary, Paul Begley Jr., and on and on and on. You don't want to miss this. This webinar is off the chain. It really is. It's incredible. And you're going to find out things that you really want to know about, like missing people. The webinar starts at 6 p.m. Eastern. Mike Around the World will be live at 7 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it, okay? But let's talk about missing people for a minute. Let's talk about it. Wow. Unbelievable. Last Thursday night, we had Mike Around the World on. We talked about Air Force General Neil McCaslin. Air Force General Neil McCaslin. This guy was the commander at one time of Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Matter of fact, let me just tell you about him. And now another lady has gone missing who worked with him on UFO, UAP, alien information. She was an aerospace engineer. Okay. Now here's what we found out about that. Give me 1 second here. I'm looking for my notes for some reason. Yeah, here we go. First of all, you guys know that Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy Guthrie, went missing about 5 weeks ago or 6 weeks ago. Not a word, not a trace. We don't know where she is. You know, I started wondering, did Savannah Guthrie, maybe as a Today Show co-host, did she ever cover any investigation on, or do any special reporting on aliens or UFOs? It's a good question, because her mother just disappeared without a trace. And then we got thinking about other people who went missing without a trace. And that's what brought us into this current high-profile case with retired Air Force General William Neil McCaslin. Now, he had ties to the UFOs research community. Reports have noted a very eerie similarity between him and another disappearance, which has led public speculation linking these cases. First of all, due to the lack of immediate breakthroughs in Nancy Guthrie's or Savannah Guthrie's mother's case, some people have been wondering, and even family members of other missing persons have bizarrely suggesting that could there have been an alien abduction or a UFO mothership involved in some of these abductions. I mean, it's not the first time somebody's had claimed that they had an alien experience, an abduction, or have seen UFOs or UAPs or very strange aliens. But a bigger problem is back to retired Air Force Major General William Neal McCaslin, because there's another lady who's come missing. One of his former colleagues, aerospace engineer Monica Reza. Now, both McCaslin and Monica Reza both worked together on classified aerospace projects for the government, including alien and UFO and UAP information. Now, Monica Reza was a government aerospace engineer, and she was 60 years old. She was an aerospace engineer who developed specialized rocket metals. And you'll find out how important that is when you watch Stan Deyo tell you about how he's been working on reverse alien, reverse engineering, which requires special metals. And he explains that in his presentation in this webinar. Well, anyway, she was working on specialized rocket metals. She worked on a government-funded project overseen by who? General McCaslin. Now, on June 22nd, 2025, Monica Reza vanished. Guess how? She was hiking. What? She was hiking in Angeles National Forest near Mount Waterman, California. Witnesses are saying this was what happened. She was walking approximately 30 feet behind a companion on a hike. She was smiling, she was waving when the companion turned around for just a moment. And by the time they looked back, she had completely disappeared. There's been search and rescue attempts. Despite extensive search efforts, her body has never been recovered. Where did she go? Just instantly vanish 30 feet behind this guy? General William Neal McCaslin, he was 68, former commander of the Air Force Research Laboratory at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, a facility often very central to the UFO, UAP, alien research. He was also a documented association to the STARS Academy, which is a very specialized UFO research organization. He was reported missing on February 27th of 2026 from his home in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now, here's the thing about him. He vanished within 1 hour, in a 1 hour window, after his wife left to go to an appointment. When she came back, he was gone. He left his phone, he left his smartwatch, he left his prescription glasses, he left all of his wearable devices. The only thing missing was his hiking boots, a wallet, and a .38 caliber revolver. He was gone and has never been found. Extensive, exhausted, again, search has been looking for him, but to no avail. Search efforts in the Sandra Mountain foothills remain active as we speak, involving the FBI, local sheriff's offices, and search and rescue teams, but he vanished without a trace. It's believed that he was out hiking, even though he did not tell anybody he was going to go hiking, but his hiking boots are gone. Now, how convenient that his hiking boots, his .38 revolver, and, just vanished without even telling his wife he was going to go anywhere. Now, there was reports that there was a silver alert looking for him. And there was reports that he might have had some cognitive brain fog or some, cognitive issues. His wife then went public and said there wasn't anything wrong with him. He had no medical problems. There was no dementia. There was nothing. There's something absolutely wrong here. Both cases. How did Monica Reza and General William Neal McCaslin vanish in thin air, both of them supposedly on separate hiking situations? Both of them worked together on UFO, UAP, alien information, classified. Now, a sensitive information journalist Ross Coulthart and also Congressman Eric Burleson have characterized McCaslin as a figure holding highly sensitive national security secrets related to UAPs, UFOs, and or aliens. His disappearance occurred shortly after the announcement by President Donald Trump regarding the release of classified government files related to UFOs. Okay? Also, McCaslin's wife has urged the public to avoid misinformation and conspiracy theories about the disappearance of her husband. McCaslin vanished less than a week after President Barack Obama said, "Aliens are real, but I've never seen them." President Trump then made the statement that Obama should not have said that. He may have just released classified information. Is there a connection here? Mike from the World, this is why you don't want to miss this webinar. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this webinar. Go right now and get your tickets. If you go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com, you can get your tickets tonight. Tonight is huge. Tonight, the webinar is released at 6 p.m. Eastern. Mike from the World will be live at 7 p.m. Eastern. It is going to be an epic evening on aliens, UFOs, UAPs. People are missing, folks. People are missing. And that's just some of the information we're going to share with you in this webinar. It's incredible, the information. Luis Elizondo, and we're recapping, we're revisiting him again, as well as Stan Deyo with his reverse engineering and the fact that he talks about special aerospace special metals. It's the exact same thing that Monica Reza was involved in, working for General William Neal McCaslin. Monica Reza's gone. McCaslin's gone. What's going on here? Okay. And oh, by the way, what about Stan Deyo in this webinar? What about Mike Around the World in this webinar? What about L.A. Marzulli and the rungs of disclosure and incredible information he shares? What about, Stephen Bassett, who is the liaison between the general public and the federal government? He is the UFO or alien lobbyist. What about Laura Eisenhower, whose great-grandfather, President Dwight D. Eisenhower, had meetings supposedly with 3 different species of aliens in the early 1950s. What about all this stuff? What are we going to do with this stuff? This is why and oh, by the way, who are the aliens? What are aliens? Are we talking demon spirits? Are we talking Nephilim? Are we talking fallen angels? Are we talking Rephahims? Are we talking end time prophecy? Jesus says it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. Well, what was going on in Noah's day? There were Nephilim. There were fallen angels who had impregnated women who had given birth to these giants in the land. I mean, are we just going to ignore this stuff, or are we going to look at what the Bible says about it? And oh, by the way, not just encounters with Nephilim or fallen angels do we got to take a look at. Don't we got to also consider the fact that Jesus said, as it was back in those days of Noah, it would be happening in the end times. Should we not take a look at this information? And I'm going to ask you something else. What else does the Bible say? Apostle Paul told us that when the Antichrist comes on the scene, there would be a strong, very strong delusion or deception. Alien disclosure. We're going to disclose it. You decide. We disclose, you decide. This webinar may be the most important webinar. Fallen angels, Nephilim giants, aliens, abductions, UFOs, UAPs. We cover it all in this. It's an incredible webinar. Go right now and get your ticket. Guys, please, listen to what I'm saying. Go right now and get your ticket for this. Matter of fact, it's crazy what's happening. And the devil, look, who is the deceiver but Satan himself? Why would Satan want to deceive people about this issue? Well, to get them away from looking at Jesus Christ and having more faith and more confidence in extraterrestrials than in Jesus Christ. There's a narrative being pushed right now heavily to try to deceive the world, to not believe in the creationism, not to believe, and they went to Darwinism, but when DNA was discovered, there's not one animal DNA in the human DNA, not one. There is human DNA been mixed though with animals, and that's being done in secret laboratories, and we already know that. Mike's talked about that, and we'll hear more about that tonight. But there's not 1 ounce of any type of animal DNA in the human race. So Darwinism was a lie. So if you don't want people to believe in the Bible and creationism, and if the lie Darwinism don't work no more, then you got to create another one, and they have it, and I call it alienism, to deceive people on the creation. I truly believe this is how you bring about the Antichrist, the false rapture, the disappearance of people. People are missing. And when more people go missing, when lots of people go missing, they're going to blame it on the aliens, or at least that is part of how they could do it. It's certainly part of the disclosure, the deception of the rise of the Antichrist. Let me take a look at one thing, guys, real fast here. You can go to my website and right now and get your ticket at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com, or you can call 765-414-2230. And let me also tell you that Luis Elizondo is also, we're revisiting this because it's very important when you start talking about disclosure. If I could spell Elizondo, can you spell that? Elizondo. Yeah. We're revisiting them. He's one of the leading experts in this area. We're going to revisit that, but we're also going to look at the brand new, incredible information from Ellie Marzulli, Stan Dale, Mike Around the World, Stephen Bassett, Laura Eisenhower, Samuel Chung, and Bart Begley's, and all of this. Okay, all of it. It's just going to be incredible. Now, so the webinar begins. The webinar begins at 6 p.m. Eastern. At 6 p.m. Eastern. Mike from the World will be live at 7 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. Don't miss this evening. This is an evening of disclosure. We'll disclose. You'll decide. I'll see you a little bit later. Get your tickets right now. The phone line is open, 765-414-2230. Again, 765-414-2230. You can call and order your ticket right now over the phone. If the line is busy, call back. If it's busy, call back. Don't give up. Get your ticket. Or just simply go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com, order your ticket there. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We are marching toward this webinar. We're less than 6 hours away. We're less than 5 hours away now. We're less than 5 hours away, Heidi, from this webinar. Less than 5 hours. So at 6 o'clock, the countdown's on. At 6 p.m. Eastern, the release of the webinar. Be sure you got your ticket so we can send you your link. And then at 7 p.m., it's Mike from around the world. There's no discussion. It's straight in to Mike from around the world. Be ready. It's going to be a night, an epic night to remember. I'll be back. God bless. Are you saved? It's time to get right with God.